Crispy cocker.
So now that we're finished with WrestleMania Night 1, let's get into WrestleMania Night 2.
No, James. WrestleMania Sunday.
WrestleMania Sunday Night 2. We kick off the actual Night 2. The Fiend versus Randy Orton.
Yes.
What a good way to start this.
Is it?
This. Yeah. few things start here at the beginning of this match. So, first we get Alexa Bliss. She has crazy eye makeup on, even compared to usual with her eye makeup. She comes down to the ring, and there is a large box-like structure.
That is what Michael Cole said on commentary. It's a big box, has a handle on it.
It's a box.
He calls it a box-like structure.
Also known as a jack-in-the-box.
Otherwise known as a box, dude.
It is a box. It looked like from the side, it looked like the PUBG crate that drops from the sky. At first, I was like, whoa, this is the PUBG crate.
I thought it was an advertisement for Saul 10 because it was
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be sick. He comes out with the little headgear on.
I would love if there was a little fiend on a little tricycle.
There's a big ass lever, and all you guys spin it around as a jack in the box. Alexa
Also what he
spins it
said,
around, and there is this music playing like a jack in the box. It's not actually tied to the lever, so she's like just kind of pushing this thing.
Struggling.
Yeah, just trying their best to get this thing open. So anyways, she gets it open. The Fiend travels between dimensions and turns
So he's coming from space.
Old Fiend.
James, I mean, you gotta pay attention to the story here. Obviously, it was him coming back from space. He was entering the atmosphere, and when he came to the atmosphere,
all the crust off.
It burned all the crust off.
His mask was so white.
It was so clean.
Porn.
Like the Mr. Clean magic eraser to that motherfucker.
Bleached the hell out of this thing.
God damn.
Wow.
This is sparkling brighter than my future. That fucking mask.
This was
I could
Fiend,
believe it.
parentheses, pretty.
Randy Orton came out in the white gear, and I
Yeah.
just knew he was fucking winning.
Of course,
I
of
just
course
knew
he is. He came up out of the box, and they played his music, and he taunted for like 3 minutes, and they did the big cane clothesline off the top of it. It was cool.
That was awesome. So this match didn't actually go anywhere or do anything.
They did their moves.
No.
They literally, this was nothing. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Great.
During the whole match, it was obviously all red again. There's also the Fiend's eyes are on the Trons the whole time, which was awkward, but you know,
Okay.
a little weirdo. Orton tried to go for the RKO at one point and got caught with the mandible claw, but I don't know how he got out of it. I don't remember.
Suck my fingers.
Then the Fiend goes for the Sister Abigail, and then Kane's pyro goes off. I don't know why. And then Alexa
Kane
Bliss
comes out.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Alexa Bliss is sitting on top of the box, and she's got a bunch of shit on her head, and then she starts squirting.
Oh, down bad, are we?
Yes. So yeah, he's like looking at her, and she's gushing, and he's confused.
Gooshers.
And then Orton hits the RKO and wins. I don't know what this was. I saw a lot of weirdos making speculations about it, though. They were saying like, oh, well, for the Fiend to come back as normal Fiend, Alexa had to wish upon a star and use the magic genie, and then she is Sister Abigail now. That's the rumor. Hello?
What's up? What was that?
Then the lights went out, and then they come back on, and the Fiend and Alexa disappear, aka they went into the big box, and everyone boos. I love this fucking guy.
How do you still back this motherfucker after all the shit that's gone
everything
down?
this bastard does.
No,
everything this
it's not
stupid
good.
fucker does.
Listen, Johnny, I remember that one time I stepped in dog shit, but it doesn't make it good.
What about remembering Vancushinator?
No,
That's
that was
true.
bad.
Yeah, it's like remembering that. This never went past first gear, and it never did anything.
Clean
And
Fiend?
then
This
Clean
match
Fiend.
absolutely fucking sucked. It didn't go anywhere. It was garbage. I loved it.
This guy is dumb as fuck. Something wrong with him.
I
It
can't get behind
sucks.
it. I just don't know.
And it's great.
I can't. I just can't, guys. I don't know.
You make me sick. Can't stand it. Get away from me. Loved you.
That's like reviews for our podcast. Johnny, how do you not get excited for this fucker?
Because it's Clean Feed. I want Uber Burn Fiend.
Yeah, we gotta burn him again. Someone burn him again. We gotta get him got burned again.
He's
Did
in
he
the box.
transfer his powers into Alexa Bliss?
Alexa
Machismo?
got her
transferred something.
powers from Sister Abigail to bring Fiend back, of course. And hello, Randy Orton won.
Did she say?
All right, well, now we get into the real shooter part of the night. We got Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Tamina for the women's tag title.
Not all you're gonna like this match, you know what I mean?
So women's tag titles are on the line. Okay. I'll give them this month. I think what they're going for, I don't keep up with it weekly, so I don't think it's like a weekly thing. But I do know from the pay-per-views that we've watched that Nia Jax and Tamina have showdowns every time they're in the ring. So I'm thinking that's what they wanted to go for here.
The crowd was kind of there for Tamina, too.
I thought that was cool. They got behind it. That was cool. It really did make the match a lot better than it probably would have been otherwise.
Yeah.
So Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler beat Natalya and Tamina in this one. But the thing here is that I feel like if they were doing it that way, the big Tamina rub was that Tamina would win.
That's also right. I'll give Tamina and Natalya this, though. They did do this one spot that I fucking thought was cool. They did like a slingshot into a super kick, which was, I like that.
Then we get to Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
How crazy
Logan
is that?
Paul's here, too.
Yeah.
Even crazy.
And everyone booed him, which is...
well, yeah.
Why, they brought JBL out here for commentary, but I don't know why.
A huge Logan Paul guy.
Okay. This happens so often it's not like crazy to me anymore in terms of like guys that I watched on the indies making like having big moments. But fucking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn having a WrestleMania match against each other is kind of a big fucking deal. And I like the match. I wish they went longer.
Well, that was my reaction to it. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was a Gear 1 match.
Zayn hit the brainbuster style on the apron. That's fucking cool. Cole called the Michinoku driver a Blue Thunder Bomb again. I don't know how
he did. Oh, no.
And that Michinoku was so tough.
Dumped him.
The brainbuster on the apron was fucking tough, too.
Can this fucker... When are you going to do it on the top rope? What are you waiting for?
All right, here's the deal, man. I've been watching these two dudes face each other in various moments for the past half decade.
They tease it every time.
Company, and they tease it every time. And you're going to tell me the Mania match you guys have isn't the time to hit a package pile driver or a brainbuster? And then I just gave up after that. Sorry, they're never fucking doing it. They're never doing it.
There's no way, right? Unless like Sami Zayn's main event, and even then he probably won't do it that either. He hits the haluva kick at one point, pulls Kevin out of the corner and stares right at the turnbuckle.
I know!
Oh
dude,
my God.
He did it multiple times. He stared at the turnbuckle and Kevin got him in the powerbomb and looked out to the crowd. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Yes! He hooked him for the package. And he
just nothing, man. Just
fuckers.
Fuck, man.
It was still good, though, man. I mean, gotta take a second here. Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and The Fiend. Those are my three favorite guys in the WWE. Sami Zayn is out of his damn mind. This conspiracy theory gimmick rules.
Yeah, he's the past year for him has been really good.
He comes out, his entrance is him just fighting. I don't know what he was doing. Just going crazy. He introduces Logan Paul. The crowd boos. Logan Paul comes out. Sami Zayn is just going hard to his music.
Yeah, he's killing it. I don't know where he found those dances, but that's awesome.
He invented them. I've never seen someone move that way. But it works. I don't know why. In the end, Owens wins with the stunner. I don't know if I'll ever buy that as his finish.
I don't think I will either. I can appreciate that he does it, but I mean,
Austin gave him the nod. Austin said you can use it, so
it's still the Stone Cold Stunner.
It's just I know. Like, you know what's weird? I don't mind Seth doing the pedigree as much. Like, that doesn't seem weird to me. Maybe because when Seth took the pedigree, it was like a heel thing, and Triple H was still around.
Because the pedigree isn't the Stone Cold Stunner.
You know what? That's fucking true. Logan Paul gets in the ring and consoles Sammy, and then he goes up to Owens. And he compliments him. He's gonna give him the handshake. Sami Zayn is pissed. And he's like, oh, you're my guest of honor. 9 days.
You're not the booker. I'm the booker.
I'm the booker. And then Logan Paul shoves Sami Zayn down, and the fans boo. Logan raises Owens' hands to celebrate. Owens looks at his wrist and says, what the fuck? And then he gives the stumner, that was cool.
He sold it pretty well too.
He sold it the way Vince sold the first stunner he ever took, but it actually looked good. Like, it crumbled forward.
Should have the fish out of water gimmick.
Yeah. Oh my God. But then you get your Golly segment.
Oh, this is awesome. So Khali's backstage hanging out. Matt Riddle comes up to, Riddle comes up to him on
Riddle. Yes, thank you.
Scooter, and I think Rajan Singh's back there too.
Yes.
And he's chilling. What did Riddle even say? I don't even know
he
what
said, hey,
about.
bro.
The whole time I was like, Khali, please squash this guy's head. Please squash his head.
Khali doesn't say anything to Riddle. Riddle's like, you don't say anything, dude? And then Rob Van Dam, can I get a translator? And then Rob Van Dam rolls in. I'm like, what the fuck? So Rob Van Dam was always like, "Hey, dude," it's like, "Yeah, that's a good brand opportunity you got there. It's like these," and he pulls this out. And he's like, "Rob Van Dam rolling papers."
Like,
he gets one of Khali.
How did Rob get away with this? For some reason, I feel like Vince is super not into weed, but I imagine he was also a gigantic cokehead. So I don't understand the drug thing here with Vince.
So we get Riddle versus Sheamus. U.S. title is on the line here.
Riddle's entrance. Comes out on the scooter. Okay. Gets in the ring. Does the sandal gimmick. Bunch of fucking birds show up with pirate hats on.
Let the pigeons loose.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
He's got birds. He's had birds.
What is the bird?
Like pigeons. Sheamus and Riddle decided that they were going to beat each other up. Epic style.
Was fucking really good.
My favorite Sheamus is him just beating the fuck out of dudes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, he is not any cooler ever until he is fucking beating somebody up. And that's awesome.
Yeah. Riddle hit like the top rope C4. He landed pretty rough. He did a jackhammer. Not gonna get the Goldberg match. Sorry, kid.
Not gonna happen.
Riddle goes for the. Well, it looked like he was going for like the buckshot lariat. I was like, what the fuck? Sheamus says, "I watched that." And he kills him with a fucking brogue knee to the face.
Yeah,
cool.
he just straight up slapped him with it.
Then Riddle Germaned Sheamus on the apron, which was fucking cool. Corkscrew acai by Riddle on the floor. And then Sheamus goes for the top rope white noise. They fumble a little. Sheamus is such a strong fucker. He just jumps down and saves them from dying, and then just hits it normally, and then goes up top and hits the King Kong knee drop, which was...
Oh my God. I was like, is that his new finish? This is awesome. I was really hoping that was going to be his new finish. But then they took it up a notch.
Yeah, it looked fucking cool. He should use it as a sig.
Yeah, I was thinking the whole match. I'm like, Sheamus has been around forever. He's been kind of using the same moves for most of the time he's been here.
The brogue is pretty over though.
I agree, and I think he should keep the brogue. But I think at some point he should also introduce
a super finisher.
Yeah, and the King Kong knee for me was definitely that move. I was like, wow, this is fucking so sick. Are you kidding?
Riddle goes for a lion salt on a standing Sheamus, and Sheamus says, "I watch AEW." and he brogue kicks him out of the air for the win.
This is crazy.
And busts Riddle's mouth open. Riddle, for some reason, had his mouth wide open as he did this moonsault.
He was action everywhere.
This match was fucking cool.
This is the best match of the night so far.
This is, very good.
This was so good. Sheamus beat the dog shit out of this dude. It was awesome. I was so
keep doing that. Sheamus has been there long enough that he can do it, and I'm sure none of the fucking youngins are going to say anything or complain. Beat everyone up.
Beat me up. Intercontinental Championship up next here. Big E versus Apollo Crews, a Nigerian drum fight.
Which is a kendo stick match.
Yeah. But there's some drums also there.
It's just a no-holds-barred match with other weapons.
So this kind of blew my mind. Apparently Apollo Crews has been bringing this spear out wrong, and he brought it out right tonight.
Yes, dude. What the fuck?
I was like, what? Why is he holding the ball sack up top? And I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Wale performed Big E's entrance, and by perform Big E's entrance, I mean Wale was there and they played the song.
Yeah.
So Apollo and Big E start the match immediately by going outside, grabbing Singapore canes, getting in the ring, and then whooping the shit out of each other. They just cracked each other with it.
I was all over this. It was sick.
This, again, if this got 5 more minutes, this might have been better than the last match. This, was fucking cool. They whooped each other's ass. Big E dies with the spear through the ropes again. Apollo hit him with a Death Valley on the apron. And then there's a set of stairs set up near the apron.
What the fuck?
Big E hits a Uranagi off the apron onto the stairs. What the fuck?
What? Yo,
he landed right on his side. Ric Flair bump.
Spicy.
The sound that thing made was horrible. It was awesome.
Tough, man.
Yeah,
that was a good spot.
Apollo was killing Big E with a cane. They set up a table in the ring. Apollo misses a frog splash through the table, which broke like craziness.
Landed like a brick through that table. That was tough, man.
Big E quickly hits the big ending, a big hype finish, and then he gets jumped by Baba Tunde.
Baba Tunde.
Dude, I just found out his new name.
Is it Dabakato?
Commander Aziz.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's his new name.
I love all of this. I hope he gets a new name every month. Baba Tunde, Dabakato, Commander Aziz. That's his full name, actually.
Baba Tunde Kato Aziz. Dude, he came in and hit the Samoan spike. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
I was so excited for that. Bring that shit back. That move rules. And he chokeslammed the fucker. Apollo gets the win, and then gets a gigantic amount of pyro to celebrate as well.
Oh my God, so much pyro, man.
Yeah. Woo.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
So then we move into Raw Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
Two women that probably shouldn't lose, but I figured who was going to lose because they don't like Asuka.
I don't know, man. Rhea Ripley could have lost here.
In her debut Mania thing, I wouldn't have seen her doing it.
Bro, who is this rookie? Get her off this fucking... Are you kidding me?
Bro, Charlotte's not there. They got Charlotte Jr. now.
Rhea Ripley's only match in WWE was losing to Charlotte. So tell me how she's supposed to be Asuka on this show. I don't know,
That's
man.
true.
Seems kind of crazy.
I mean, I don't know how you felt about it. I actually wasn't too crazy about this match. I didn't hate it.
No heat because Rhea Ripley just showed up and just said, hey, I'm Rhea Ripley and I'm going to face you at Mania. So there was zero heat going into this.
They also the video packages they showed before. Again, I like the video packages. I appreciate. Like, I'm a big proponent of video packages hyping up matches. That's fucking sweet. This had very little build, so I wasn't into it as it was. Then Rhea Ripley comes out and fucking just fuck.
Top 5 entrance of all time.
At first, I was like, okay, good. Okay, I can hear her. She's singing.
They did not dub her in, right?
She's still singing.
It's not
No,
right,
this
man.
was
Something wrong here.
This sucked. This entrance sucked the life out of me. I blacked out, I think.
So long.
Did Asuka have like a Jason mask? Was that what that was?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it kind of looked like it a little bit.
It was cool. I like it.
Yeah, I thought so too.
There was a couple cool things in this. Rhea did a cool deadlift German to Asuka. Asuka did the Impaler DDT off the apron, which they like got up pretty quickly from, which I was like, shit, you should.
Transition spot, weird.
That move's fucking awesome. I don't even know if this got in the first gear for me. This just kind of was floated through. Rhea won with the move that she does. What's it called?
The pump handle
Rip
slam.
Taylor. Riptide. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Wow. The finish was not great. This one was, I don't know, man. Like I said, they put themselves in this position, but yeah, Rhea probably should have lost. I know that's not going to be a popular opinion and like whatever. Like,
yeah,
just tough, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were working backed up against the wall in this one.
Yeah, I mean, they
They
didn't
had
have
nothing to work with,
for real.
and it was just whatever. So,
Yeah.
Asuka ends up losing. Rhea Ripley's the champion. It'll be interesting to see how her reign goes and when Charlotte beats her for it.
WrestleMania Backlash. What do you mean? It's fucking right around the corner.
Said, let me get that.
Yeah. Hogan and Titus come back out. So this is the conclusion of the 4 or 5 various Bailey segments that we've had through WrestleMania here. Bailey interrupts Hogan and Titus. She says, "Where's my pyro?" She gets a bunch of pyro. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think everyone had it in their mind that Becky was going to interrupt here. Becky was kind of teasing on Twitter, but if you're teasing on Twitter, you're definitely not showing up. Hopefully people start realizing that. I didn't know who I thought was going to come out here, but I don't think I thought it was going to be the Bella Twins.
You know, as they say, to coin a phrase, haters going to hate, Bella's going to ball.
Yeah. Who says that? And why didn't they come out to Primo? They should have came out to that instead.
Oh, shit.
So they interrupt Bailey. Bailey says, "You two look like Elmo," and John Cena isn't here tonight.
That was real
That was
good.
Weird. Kind of weird. Nikki smacks the mic out of her hand, and they attack Bailey, and the crowd boos. Titus and Hogan and the Bella Twins celebrate and dance, and the crowd boos.
Titus says, "Go on, Hogan, get dancing a little bit." He's like, my back, I can't.
My back sucks. Fire, dude. My back sucks, brother.
Universal Championship on the line. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan.
This shit breaks down real quick. This is just Attitude Era's back, baby.
Yeah,
Jey Uso is fucking up Daniel Bryan. He's super kicking Edge. Just Bryan dives on Roman and eats another super kick. Eventually, Jey Uso gets taken out by Edge, hits the Impaler on the stairs, which I don't know. That move doesn't mean anything. They did it earlier off the apron. Fuck that move. Roman caught Bryan on a dive and just dumped him. Just dumped him.
Piece of trash.
Yeah, just belly to belly. Roman goes for a spear. Edge does the sunset flip, and then they did the spot that I feel like every single person thought about when they announced Roman and Edge, which was the double dunk, the double spear, headbutt.
I
Spear to
got
spear,
rock
that was
hard,
great.
fully erect. I said,
course.
thank you so much, boys.
Of course
I
you do
appreciate it.
Why wouldn't you?
This is so good.
Bryan hits a pair of headbutts on them, gets a 2 count on Roman. He hits the knee on Edge. Roman goes for the punch and gets kicked in the fucking shit. He locks the label lock on Roman, and Edge breaks it up. Also, I feel like 2 or 3 times during this, there was Snickers ads. And then each time they showed the Snickers ad, the Snickers logo got bigger. It was growing.
They panned out at one point, and it was on top of the entire arena. It said Snickers. The entire candy bar was up.
I thought the next one was going to be they're going to have the big pirate eating a Snickers. Brian then puts Edge in the LaBelle lock. Roman breaks it up and then beats the fuck out of Brian. Deadlift power bombs him onto Edge. Just destroys him.
Cool.
Then Roman power bombs Brian through the announce table off the stairs, leading to Edge spearing Roman off the stairs.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was good.
They did something here that I thought was an accident that turns out it wasn't a fucking accident, which was cool. They did like a tug-of-war spot with the chair with Roman and Edge, and then Edge I thought it was accident, pulled off the leg of the chair and then looked at it all confused. I was like, what the fuck? So either they planned this or he just improvised with this fucking leg of the chair after, which would have been sick. Edge cross faces Roman. Roman gets out, then Edge uses the piece of the chair to cross face him. It's just really cool visual.
Yeah.
I bit on it too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he got close. Because, I mean, Roman actually sells like he's in peril and his submission is dope.
Edge still has his crossface on, and instead of breaking it up, Brian says, yeah, me too, and locks in the LaBelle lock on Roman at the same time, and Edge is so pissed. Just like, what the fuck? Edge and Brian then begin to headbutt one another. I was loving it.
With both of their terrible necks. My neck sucks.
Both terrible necks, concussions, everything. Horrible. I loved it. And then Brian is holding Edge's arms and he stomps on his neck a bunch of times. He goes for the knee, gets killed with a spear. Edge then spears Roman. 1, 2, Brian pulls the referee. What the fuck? He should be dead. How'd that happen? Edge then attacks Brian with the chair on the floor. He's killing Roman and Brian, he's killing Roman and Brian with the chair in the ring, and he's setting up for it. He's got 3 chairs. Got one for Brian. Got 1 chair for Brian. 1 for Roman. What? He's gonna do the concerto. But then he gets jumped by Jey Uso. He's back, that little fucker. He goes to hit Edge with a chair, gets speared, then Roman spears Edge. Roman concertos Edge, and then he pulls Brian on top of him. Edge's shoulders are down. Brian's shoulders are down. Roman mounts him, gets the win.
Yeah, he does.
Tribal Chief. That was such a baller fucking way to win. What a cool finish. There was a lot of pyro, but you couldn't see any of it. I don't know what the fuck they were fucking doing there. But Roman Reigns, big heel, gets the win to close out WrestleMania. Cool visual. I am totally okay with this. Like I said earlier, Roman Reigns is my top 3 WWE guys. Anything he does, I go out of my way to see.
This was the way to go. I mean,
I think so too. This match, I really like this match too.
Fucking love this man. Yeah. This dude's awesome.
In terms of wrestling, Sasha and Bianca was the fucking match. In terms of shit that I enjoyed and laughed at during that end, just car crash kind of bullshit that I love, it was this match.
I don't know what I expected out of this triple threat, but yeah, you're right. It was a lot more fun than I expected. I expected something a little different, I guess, but what they gave us was really cool too. And Reigns pinning both of them and then talking shit to the crowd afterwards with the belt was chef's kiss.
Yes,
I love this dude.
What night did you like better? I think I liked Night More 1. Night 1 more.
I think
I like
was
One Night
better.
More.
Yeah, One Night was...
Night 1 wins the segment.
Your heart fitted indeed. Being a pirate is a wretched deed. Do what you want 'cause a pirate is free. You are